Hello, welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. I wanted to talk about the Bible today. As you know, the Bible is a library, really. It's a collection of books written by many different authors over a long period of time. And so we have them going back to, let's say, the time of Moses, and even before the elements of the story go back to Adam. That story, that narrative is given to us in these books that have been written from 1500 BC, thereabouts, on up to 100 AD. So over 1600 years, we have these 66 books and many more besides that had to come into their canon. And so the canon was a reed, a measuring stick by which the decision was made to keep some books and to let others go as not being part of the canon. And so that measuring stick then has left us with the 39 books of the Old Testament, or the Hebrew Scriptures, and the 27 books of the New Testament, or the Greek Scriptures. Of the 39 books, we have categories. There is the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. And so that Torah is the Hebrew for law. And so the law is really an account of Moses' life. And so we have the story from Adam to Joseph and the captivity in Egypt. And then from Exodus through Deuteronomy, we have the story about Moses and moving the children of God from captivity in Egypt to cross the Red Sea, the baptism into this new land, and moving into the Promised Land, which they weren't able to do for 40 years because of disobedience and really lack of faith. And so when the spies went into the Promised Land and saw these giants there, which would have come from the mating of sons of God, angels, and daughters of men, we would produce this hybrid creature called a Nephilim, or a giant. And so when they went and saw these giants there, scared 10 of the 12 spies who went, and so they reported back, and the people cowered, and so they wandered in the desert for 40 years until that generation had passed, and with it, Moses, having done something that he shouldn't, left them on the shores of the Jordan. So when he died, he was able to see the Promised Land but not enter it. And so we have the Torah, and then the Nevi'im and the Ketuvim, the prophets, the Navi, the ones who see, and then the writings, the Ketuvim. And so that's the Old Testament. Then in the New Testament, we have the Gospels, we have the historical writings, particularly Acts, and then the apocalyptic writings, that would be Revelation, singular, and then we have the epistles, so the letters that were written by Paul and Peter and Jude and James and the writer of the Hebrews to their respective audiences. So these different books have been collected into what we now call the Holy Bible. And Bible is simply Greek for book, so it is the Holy Book. And that is what we read for God's Word.